December 26th, 1900. A supply ship fights through the rough Atlantic Ocean to reach the Flannan Isles. It is a tiny group of rocks, completely isolated off the coast of Scotland. Captain James Harvey blows the ship's horn, waiting for a signal. Usually, and the keepers would raise a flag to welcome them. But today, there is no flag. There is no answer. The lighthouse is completely silent. A relief keeper named Joseph Moore jumps ashore. He runs up the 160 steep steps to the lighthouse door. The gate is closed, but the entrance door is unlocked. Moore walks inside and screams for his friends: Thomas Marshall, James Ducat, Donald MacArthur. But the lighthouse is empty, and what Moore finds inside makes no sense. The kitchen clock on the wall had stopped. On the table, a meal of cold meat and potatoes sat untouched. A chair was toppled over on the floor, as if the men had left in a panic. But the real horror was written in the logbook. December 12th. Gale. North by northwest. Sea lashed like fury. I have never seen such a storm. December 13th. Storm continued through the night. James Ducat is quiet. Donald MacArthur is crying. December 15th. Storm ended. Sea calm. God is over all. The logbook entries ended on December 15th, but the relief boat didn't arrive until the 26th. For 11 days, the lighthouse stood empty. Captain Harvey and the men searched every inch of the rock. They found no bodies. They found no sign of a struggle. But at the west landing, they discovered something else. Iron railings were twisted like pretzels. A block of stone weighing a ton had been displaced. Whatever took these men possessed unimaginable power. The official investigation concluded that the men were swept away by a giant wave. It makes sense. The damage at the west landing, those twisted iron railings, sat 110 feet above sea level. Only a rogue wave, massive and unpredictable, could strike with that kind of force. But there is a flaw in this theory, a fatal one. The logbook claims the damage occurred on December 12th, but weather reports confirm the sea on December 12th was calm. The massive storm didn't arrive until 2 days later. If the sea was calm, what could possibly tear iron from stone? If nature didn't kill them, did they kill each other? The madness theory suggests that the isolation destroyed their minds. Remember the logbook. Donald MacArthur was crying. James Ducat was quiet. Psychologists call it cabin fever, paranoia, rage, hallucinations. Did MacArthur snap? Did he attack the others in a blind panic, forcing them out into the storm? But there is one final theory, the one the locals believe. Long before the lighthouse was built, the Flannan Isles were known as the Seven Hunters. They were considered cursed ground. Sailors refused to step foot on the rock without praying first. They whispered of a spirit that guarded the island, the phantom of the Seven Hunters. Did the keepers see something they weren't supposed to see? Did the island itself swallow them whole? To this day, the bodies of Thomas Marshall, James Ducat, and Donald MacArthur have never been found. The lighthouse was automated in 1971. The keepers are gone, but the light still burns. Was it a rogue wave, a descent into madness, or something ancient that lives in the dark? The sea keeps its secrets. What do you think happened on the Flannan Isles? Tell me your theory in the comments below.